Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins love to be spoiled. So don't forget to spoil Mum this Mother's Day with the huge range of big brand fragrances at the lowest prices at Chemist Warehouse. Shop in-store or online now. It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
Good morning. Hey, Kimber.
Good morning.
Hey, babes. How you
What's
going?
going on?
I'll tell you what's going on. Our chat with Oscar Allen, the way that it took off yesterday, the West Coast Eagles, right? Who had his chance to actually say what was on his mind yesterday on our show about what's happened with him the last couple of months.
Did it get picked up by the media and fished out everywhere?
No, if it got fished out everywhere, yeah. What was lovely to see was that generally the headlines that the media picked up on were his message and his words for a change.
Do you know, this is what blows my mind.
Which was good to see.
Is that the reason that he was being picked on and harassed was because of the things the media was saying.
Yeah.
They could have just told the truth from the start. And yet when he comes and tells the truth on our show, then they're like, oh, good, it's a story. Let's send it out again.
It's wild, right? But I was reading a lot of the comments in the threads of those stories and stuff like that. Don't ask me why. But
because you're into it.
I know, I am
You
into
love
it.
it.
But overwhelmingly positive and on his side. And, oh, my God, it's so nice to be able to hear him talk.
He is a lovely bloke, and he's been a good friend of our show for a long time, and I'm glad he got the chance to straighten it out.
Absolutely. If you missed it, we're going to bring it back for you inside the next 20 minutes. So hang around. Alpha Bucks back at 7 a.m. and 8 a.m., both times for $10,000 a pop. But the big thing today is that you're going to get a little introduction to the couple that's going to get married on this show over the next couple of months.
The marriage success rate on this show is so high.
It's good.
We've done 2 weddings that have gone really, really well. We're still in touch with the couples. They're doing fab.
Yeah, they are.
And we really are excited about doing another wedding, and also because it's going to be a wedding that's, it's going to be loose.
Loose, left of
Loosey-goosey.
centre, extreme, like all the things. It's going to be so much fun. After 7 o'clock, you get your introduction to them for the first time.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
Yesterday, we heard arguably the best audio you've ever heard on radio, as far as I'm concerned.
What bit was that?
That was when I brought you the competition that happens in Belgium, where people get up on stage and do their best Seagull impression.
Yes. Yep.
Now, I've been lobbying our producers to be able to bring this back today, because you know what I wanted to do yesterday.
Oh, my God. What is this, like Friday? Are you just scraping the bottom of the barrel? I came in with ideas. I brought things in. What's wrong with the ideas I brought in?
Your ideas were great. It's just that this was better.
Why did you sound like a seagull when you said that?
Great!
Your ideas were great!
Because I've been practicing since yesterday. So we all took a turn at this, right? So it was this competition, best seagull impression. They all get up on stage. They're dressed as seagulls. We all took a turn. Brooke had a go. And Rami had a go. You had a go. And I had a go.
Rubbish.
That's 13, 10, 60. We're going to do it. The Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins World Championships of Seagull Calling right now on the show.
We haven't got any prizes.
We don't need prizes.
I haven't got anything to give you. Like, Pete, what have we got in here? I mean, there's a rissole. Is that a rissole?
You can have the rissole.
Is that what that is?
If you've forgotten your lunch today or your breakfast, I'll happily give you one of my rissoles.
You've got one of Pete's rissoles. I've got there's like a really empty hand sanitizer container.
Yep, Rami's got an old banana. Did you bring that old banana in today?
Yeah, brown spots, but it's good to go.
It's not an old banana. All of his bananas are like that. He likes brown bananas.
Yeah, I've got three 3/4 full. I think they're out of date.
Look,
protein powder tins on my.
What we're saying here is you can call up and do your best seagull impersonation, but you're not going to get anything for it. But the joy and the love of doing it, of kicking off your Friday morning on this show.
Yep.
And being able to say to your friends at work today,
Yeah.
mate, you should have heard me on the radio this morning.
And I want to. There's a call out that I have to do right now to Manny. Emmanuel, if you're listening to this right now, right, you need to call 13 10 60. He's a mate of mine. As soon as we did that yesterday and I told you about this competition, played some of the audio, he sent me a text. He's like, oh, man, I do the best seagull impersonation.
Oh, Manny, this is your time to shine.
Yeah. And as if we need a prize. I'm offended.
We don't need
Something
a prize.
like this.
Look, everyone will just want to be a part of it, right? Pete's not really feeling like putting much effort in.
Couldn't give a
He's
stuff.
decided let's do a seagull competition and there's no prize.
Yeah.
And you've given us the seagulls.
It's so good. Flock of seagulls.
Flock of seagulls,
Flock
here
of
we are.
seagulls. Because in Belgium, they have this. They have this global, this European seagull screeching championship where they dress as seagulls and they do their seagull voice and everything.
Do you know what they win?
I have no idea.
See, because
maybe a chop, bro.
It's actually a competition over there. It's
It is a
annual.
competition.
Here, I said you can have maybe some of Pete's rissole that he's brought in for breakfast/lunch.
It's good rissole.
We don't even have a prize, and yet full phone lines.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
We love you. Thanks for playing.
Jaden, you've been practicing while you've been on hold, Jaden. Now's your chance, mate. Go ahead.
All right, let's do it.
That's
pretty good.
I thought that was pretty good.
It's not bad. That's not bad. That's a good start.
I like that.
It's a good start. Malia.
Yes.
Go for it, mate.
Do you know, they're really solid. I think if we put them all together, you'd be like, this is a flock of seagulls.
Sean. Hi, Sean. When you're ready, mate, go for it.
I do multiple seagulls at once, mate.
Oh my God. All right.
This is amazing. Go for it.
Mine, 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 mine.
That was cute.
Charlene, now we've been told here, Charlene, this is a mating seagull.
Oh, absolutely, honey.
Charlene,
Absolutely.
can I just check, is this the mating call or is it while it's mating?
Oh, shit. Oh, no. Look, I think we can do both, right?
Okay, go.
Go for
Hit
it
us
when
with
you're ready.
Do you know, I definitely heard joy in there.
Oh, Charlene. All right, Slapper. Hello, Slapper.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Slapper. We don't get enough of you on the show. How are you, mate? You've been a
Yeah, good, mate. Good.
Slapper. Is that
Here we
is that a
go.
regular nickname for you?
Yeah, she's been around for years. A bit of a long story. Probably not safe for radio.
Yeah, well, I would imagine so with a name like Slapper.
All right, Slapper. When you're ready, the floor is yours, mate. Go for it.
Here we go.
So it's not bad.
Can you do that again, Slapper? I thought that was excellent.
All right.
That's really good.
Now, I'm just going to do something here. So, Slapper, Sean, Malia, Jaden, you're all on the phone at the same time. All right, so Malia, Sean, Slapper, Jaden, everybody at the same
That sounded
time.
like
Go.
you were naming your fourth born.
Everybody start doing your call. Go for it. Go.
Mine, 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 mine.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
On Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins, it's yay or nay.
Good morning, producer Rami.
Happy Friday.
Yeah,
Got a yay and nay
Friday
for you.
indeed.
Are we ready?
Yep.
First one, watching celestial events.
3, 2, 1.
Yay.
Do you both make the efforts when
Yes.
they tell you there's a meteor shower or that sort of thing?
Mate, I've got a telescope.
Do you, what?
I'm out there a bunch.
You have a telescope?
When's the
Yeah.
last time you used your telescope?
About a week and a half ago.
Wow.
Okay, I'll
I
give you
use
that. I'll
it
give you that one.
regularly.
I love that.
I
only
take
ever-
it in the car on trips as well.
No kidding.
Wow. I'll be honest. I've only ever used a telescope once because a friend had one and asked me to look up at which planet is the one with the ring?
Saturn.
And I looked through the telescope, and you can actually see the rings.
It's
That's
the
the
most
first
amazing
time.
thing. At every party I have, I put my telescope in the backyard so that everyone can look at the moon, because I feel like if you don't look through a telescope, you just don't get it.
Yeah, right.
You are missing an experience. It is
Wow.
absolutely spectacular.
I'm one of those
Right.
people who gets really excited about the prospect of the meteor shower and
you
then
forget.
even more excited about going to bed.
Yeah. Well, put this in your diaries because this Monday, so WA is going to get a nice little show apparently. It's called the Eta Aquarids. Basically, it's a cosmic shower. There's about up to 40 meteor showers in 1 hour. apparently.
Amazing.
And the best way to see it, so the best time to see it, 2:30 a.m.
Okay.
to sunrise.
Hang on. So is this Monday going into Tuesday?
No, as in like Sunday night.
Sunday
So,
night
like,
turning into Monday.
let me rephrase this. 2:30 a.m. Monday. Don't confuse me.
Yeah.
Right,
okay.
So Sunday turning into Monday.
Yeah.
Can you film it for me?
But the only problem,
What?
so if you live in Perth, light pollution, you're not going to get a good view. Regional WA, go for your life.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So you can have a go in Perth, but you're not going to get a good view.
Mate, it was amazing when we were in Monkey Maya over the holiday period. We were out a couple of evenings, and I said to the kids, "Hey, look up. right? And they could not believe just how many stars
Yes.
they could see in the sky
Yep.
because we were out regional.
Yeah.
And they never get that chance.
Magic.
It's
wild.
beautiful. Second one, marriage is outdated.
3, 2, 1.
Nay.
Nay.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
I think it had a total resurgence. There was definitely a period about 10 years ago, I reckon marriages were dropping off. And then people went, actually, you know what? This is where I want to be. This is my person. Let's go.
Yeah.
I think the value picked up again.
Yeah, I love that. And third one, celebrating May the 4th.
3, 2, 1.
Nay.
Thank you, Kimber. This is why I love you, Kimber. Kimber, I love you. All right, and that's yay
I mean,
and nay.
don't get
We
me
are
wrong.
done. Please,
I
before
will
he plays the
humour
audio.
Pete. I will humour Pete. Like on May the 4th,
Wow,
like
I
I
appreciate
will,
that from you.
I
You
will
say,
do the thing.
Will the 4th be with you?
Oh, thank goodness it's on
No,
Sunday.
it's
We don't have
not.
to.
That's what I mean.
Oh, we don't have to.
Will the 4th be with you?
Mate,
It's-
sorry,
it's
mate.
May the 4th be with you.
You know,
Oh my
removing the
God.
May part is pretty significant, Rami.
What the hell?
Will the 4th be with you?
I don't
Hope
know.
the 4th be with you.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
I just got a text message
Yeah.
from Troy, as in Troy and Lisa.
Our groom from last year.
That's right. Yeah. Who's saying, listening to the new couple being announced, can't believe it's been near a year since we were.
mind-blowing because 2 days ago I heard from Lizzie. I got a text from Lizzie, who was our bride from our first marriage the year before. So
Yep.
2 years ago, Lizzie
Yep.
and Dylan. And Lizzie and Dylan and the kids are going great and they're
Unreal.
listening as well. So
Yep.
rad.
Well, let's do it. Let's introduce our new couple.
Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins presents The Wedding You Built.
It's a love story, baby, just say
So, speaking of Lizzie and Dylan, a couple of years ago, something like this, we did The Wedding You Built, right? Which is every single aspect of the wedding, you listening to this show, you get to vote on. So you're going to have choices, right? Now, our new couple, this is absolutely wild, right? Our new couple, when we were going through the interview process, said that they've heard the last couple of weddings. Not quite extreme enough for them as far as they're concerned.
They said they wish it would go further. And to be fair, Lizzie and Dylan in the first year, they said go wild, Perth. And Perth were like, no, we want you to have a really sweet wedding. We want you to have a nice bouquet and nice rings and a lovely cake and a beautiful venue. And they were saying, no, we want an ice cream cake and we want to come in on a lawnmower.
Yeah, exactly. Right, so let's. We're going to do that again this year. So this year, the wedding you built, you get to vote on all of the different things that are going to be up for grabs in this wedding.
You'll be able to choose what they're wearing. Like this couple have absolutely no control over one of the biggest days of their lives.
Let's meet them. Let's introduce you to Josh and Lisa.
Well, I'm Josh. I'm 34 years old. I've been a jet ski mechanic since I was 16. Pretty easygoing guy, and yeah, everyone knows me as Josh the jet ski mechanic.
I'm Lisa. I'm 41. I have 4 beautiful children. I'm a cleaner. I joined the Air Force when I was 17, very, very young.
So we have 6 kids together. We've got Holly, Harriet, which are twins at 9 years old. Scarlett's 9 years old also. Caden's 13. Alexi's the oldest child. He's 22. And Jesse is 20. We met...
Facebook.
I just left my last relationship and I thought I'd try and get back on the bandwagon and posted a few things online. And
He put his post up apologising for all his posts he's putting up. And I just message him and tell him that I didn't mind him posting the photos all the time and that he can post away.
so the first date was definitely planned to go out to the pub for dinner. Lisa rocked up to my place and
We didn't go on
next
the
minute
date.
we didn't go out. So our first date ended up having a good time in the bedroom. Good meal.
I mean, like, look at him. I'm only human. And the rest was history. We sort of were attached from the moment we met to now.
Yeah. So we've been together now for 2.5 years. We've been engaged since February 15th, 2025.
Oh my God.
And the proposal. We had Valentine's Day coming up. I'd planned a horse riding session, so I thought I'd buy myself one. And then, once we got to the top of the hill, I proposed to Lisa on horseback.
It was so perfect. What I love about Josh is that he never gives up. He is a very good dad. He shows me how much he loves me every day and works very hard at showing me. We've all gone through a lot in our relationship and he literally has just blown me away with how we've worked together as a team, and if something breaks, we don't give up. We just fix it.
What I love the most about Lisa is she is absolute fantastic in every possible way you can think of. Fantastic mother when we all met, and Lisa got introduced to my kids, and everything since then, she's loved us. My friends would describe me as the jet ski mechanic because every time I've been a jet ski mechanic pretty much my whole life. Friendly, kind, pretty much outgoing, ready for anything really.
I would say I'm a very emotional person. I cry over puppies and cats. Loving, caring, do anything for my friends because they're my family. My ideal wedding day would be just showing up because I've had a hard past with relationships and got so close to a wedding once before and it sort of didn't work out. We've heard about the previous weddings. We feel like WA could have been so much more crazy and fun.
We're definitely up for anything.
Absolutely
I'm
anything.
myself a game for pretty much anything you could even throw at me. I'm always the last one standing.
I was actually talking to the boys about it and the boys were like, how much fun would it be if you were skydiving down and Josh had to catch you on a ski? And I'm like, oh my God. Like, his aim better be good. Mission Impossible.
I hope WA can make this an exciting day that we can remember for our rest of our lives for ourselves and our kids.
Yes, kids are the most important part of our lives. So
very excited. Holly wants to do a round-off backflip down the aisle.
Yeah.
Jeez, listen to them. Aren't they just beautiful? That is our couple that are going to be legally married on this show in just a few weeks with our latest The Wedding You Built.
And there's so much to their story. You know, like they've got 6 kids together now. Like they've blended that family, 4 kids with Lisa and then 2 with him. And it's like 6 children. It's obviously a massive part of their lives.
And also you heard Lisa mention in there, so close to a wedding once before. In fact, that wedding ended 4 days out from them walking down the aisle.
I mean, yeah, you'd have trust issues after that, I reckon.
So many. So, look, we are going to have them back in here on Monday. You need to make sure you are here and ready to listen because we're going to get to know them a lot more. And it goes deep. It goes so deep.
Have they bitten off more than they can chew?
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
Introduced you to our Wedding You Built couple a little bit earlier on this hour. Right, they're the couple that's going to be legally married on this show inside the next few weeks.
So we've got lots of wedding chat on the mind, really. And we saw this video that was going around on TikTok of someone's wedding reception. Everyone's having a party, bit of a time on the dance floor. Everything's going well, except this one woman in the white dress. Not the bride.
No.
Not the bride.
She's in a white... That's right, she's in a white dress.
Right, which says everything about the person that we need to know.
The main character.
She's the main character.
Right.
Whoever she thinks she is. And she's clearly a bit hammered, right? She's just a bit of dancing around the dance floor and whatnot, but she keeps going up to the band and the band are trying to play and she's stepping over equipment, leaning over leads, trying to talk to the lead guitarist and the singer, like to the point where while they're playing, the band keep playing, he stops to kind of listen to her to go, what do you want? Because she's like saying something in his ear for ages.
Yeah.
And they're just playing the same riff over and over, waiting for her to hurry up. And then she goes back up again, like she will not leave them alone. It's pretty clear it's been going on for a while, but what makes it really awkward and weird is that the band stops basically and the lead singer just takes the mic and this is what happened.
Can we just stop a second, please? Can you please not jump onto the stage, please? Can you please not talk to me during the middle of the song and stop me from playing what I'm doing, please? It's very, very upsetting. Okay? If anybody comes on the stage, they can come near me, they can ask me whatever they want to ask me, but don't please jump on the stage and stop me from playing. We're going to take it away again from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It was playing this thing called love.
The crowd's divided because some people are like, mate, you didn't have to make such a song and dance about it. You know, like he really stopped the whole wedding reception. Everyone was looking at him.
And to do it in the microphone, like he's like, everyone needs to hear about this.
But everything about this woman suggested she's been doing that all night.
Yeah,
like you could just tell, right? And I thought, she's that person that when you walk away from a person's wedding and everyone goes, oh, how did so-and-so's wedding go? And you go, it was fantastic, except Sharon.
Yeah, Sharon.
Right, there's always
bloody
someone.
Sharon.
There's one person that gets talked about at a wedding because of something they did.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I thought, 13, 10, 60, Give us a call and tell us who is the one person that everybody talks about from your wedding.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah,
I want to hear why everyone was talking about them, why they became the main character, how it all became about them, because they leave a lasting impression.
Got these calls ready to go. We'll get to Kelly and Sandy in just a tick. Siri's been scouring the internet to find some stories for us as well. She found this one about a wedding ruined by the mother.
I was at a wedding where the groom's mother requested, "I Will Always Love You" as the song for the mother-son dance. The couple felt too guilty to tell her no because the groom's parents had financially contributed to the wedding, so the couple agreed. It was the worst, most awkward wedding moment I've ever witnessed. The groom's mother stared into the groom's eyes throughout the whole song, actually crying.
Jesus.
Even in my head, it felt awkward.
It
but
does,
hearing
doesn't
the music now makes it feel so much worse.
Look at me, son. Look at me.
God.
Oh, God.
Oh,
All right,
it feels
let's get
so
to
awful.
it. So, Kelly, hello, Kelly. Welcome to the show. Who was the person at your sister's wedding?
Morning, guys. It was someone who jumped up on stage and didn't like the way that someone looked at them, so then started barking at everybody like dogs and got dragged from the stage.
Stop it. Was that the first incident?
126 people this was in front of, mind you.
Was
Kelly.
it the first incident? Was there any lead up to that, Kelly? Did anyone start thinking that person's getting a little bit loose?
Yeah. At the ceremony itself, like couldn't even really stand straight.
Right.
So it was, yeah.
Hey, Kelly, what did the
bit of-
bark sound like? Just out of curiosity. What?
Nah, mate, nah.
She knows you, Pete. Kelly must have heard this show and goes, I know where he's going.
All right, Sandy, who was the person everyone talked about at your wedding?
My cousin.
What did your cousin do?
I wore a blue dress because I had 3 kids and I couldn't wear white. So she wore a white dress with black G-strings underneath.
Wow.
I love it. Where I was expecting something really terrible's happened, but it's more just like that everyone can see her G-string.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
Benny is in here. Hello, mate. Good to have you back.
Good morning.
Of course, time for your intro, right? Every morning, our guy on the pots and pans, Zach, puts together a special intro for Ben.
Pots and pans.
On the pots and pans, yeah.
The musician.
Yeah, he is the musician. We're discussing the finer points of what's a musician and what's a singer on the show off the air, the three of us. And let's have a listen to today.
Someone said to make an opener for Benny. I can't believe we've had to make so many, but I heard that Cuzzy is a fan of Shabuzi. So here's a parody for Yuzi, Ben Cousins.
Ben Cousins.
You know what? He's not wrong. You've had to do a lot of these.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, a lot, Zach.
And yet,
He's
still
good.
quality.
He's very clever.
He's very
He's
good.
still great.
He's a clever guy. Hey, we are going to introduce you, the good people listening to this show, to the couple that's going to be married on this show over the next few weeks. Now, what everybody doesn't know is that yesterday, after the show, we had a chance to meet them in person for the first time, the three
happy
of us.
couple.
Yeah, big fan of yours, Benny.
Well, I'm
Couldn't
a
get
big
enough
fan
of ya.
of them. They were delightful and interesting. A lot of fun.
Very
I
interesting.
think this will be
Yeah.
a good ride.
Did they reveal anything to you about just how a lot of fun they are? Because the whole thing is the wedding you built, which we'll get to in a moment. But they have said to us that in the last weddings we've had on this show, we haven't gone far enough in terms of extreme.
Who thinks that?
They do. This couple.
Why would they say that?
They've said they're
mate.
up for anything.
Yeah, well,
exactly
that's-
right.
it's-
Like,
they
what a
did come
mistake.
Yeah.
You never say that on radio.
No, you never. Not to you guys.
Exactly right.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
Now, you guys would know I'm not a very tech person. I'm quite analog, right? Because I'm a little bit afraid of what the future can offer when it comes to technology. And I've always been a little bit nervous about robots because I thought the original plan of bringing in technology and bringing in robots would be to do all the things that we don't want to do so we can get on with living great lives. Right? So I was like, if they're at home doing our chores and stuff, we can go out and be great, not have them come in and do all of our creative jobs and all the things that...
I'm finding ChatGPT very handy.
Just
very
look.
handy. And I'm asking it all sorts of things. Like, we're having conversations.
See, this is it. It goes too far, right? For me, it just goes too far. But I don't know if you saw any of this footage, but while I was away, this creeped me out because I watched robots racing in a half marathon in China.
In the race to develop robots that are smarter and faster, a test of sorts, pitting 12,000 runners beside 21 humanoids along a 13-mile course billed as the world's first half marathon starring machines.
So it was machines versus humans.
Humanoids, yeah.
Okay. What was there certain rules about?
Yes.
What were the rules?
There are certain rules about these robots, you are right.
Yeah.
21 humanoid robots. So they have to resemble humans. So they've got to be upright with legs. There are no wheels allowed. They have to be able to walk or run. Okay.
So 2 legs.
Yeah, they've got to have the legs. Some were as tall as 5'9", and some were as short as 3'9". Okay, so it didn't really matter as long as they resembled humans. And
Interesting. None was any bigger than that.
no, that was the largest, 5'9". 5'9", because you don't have to have a man at 6 foot, Ben. I know that the dating profiles say differently and that women say differently.
Yeah.
It's okay if you're not 6 foot.
Yeah.
But the winning robot crossed the line at 2 hours 40. Okay. So a 21K marathon, half marathon. The human, thank goodness, 1 hour and 2 minutes. So they haven't quite caught up with us yet.
Yeah, yet. I think the operative word is yet, without a doubt. Yeah.
So 12,000 people running in that race, and these robots didn't do too badly. So they are catching up on us, right? And the guy who won, or the robot that
The guy who ran.
See, it's happening.
His name's Tiangong Ultra. Okay, the Tiangong Ultra that got across the line. Apparently, that robot only needed charging 3 times during the race.
Okay.
Which isn't too bad.
Do they take that into account for their time then? So if it's running that time, do they go, you ran 2 hours and whatever, but we're going to take away the charging part of that?
It didn't specify. I didn't see that, but I got the impression they were charging it as they went.
Right, okay.
You know, it required a bit of... And maybe it did stop down for a charge, I'm not sure. But the guy who created that robot that won said he thinks that the advantage was that they gave it actual, really clear algorithms to imitate humans. So they basically, I don't know, it's like sitting it down and making it watch videos of how humans run, that sort of thing. But one of the robots, this is the freaky part, actually had very similar attributes to the way I run.
Oh, yeah? How was that?
Well, it fell over at the start line and then it just laid on the ground for minutes.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
Now that it's Friday, before we go away, the producers are here for one final say, to reflect on the week, the great and the crap, to bring you something they call the producer rap.
Hey,
Hi.
producer Rami, producer Brooke. Welcome.
We're here for the producer wrap and finally on after a couple of weeks off. And can I say, Kimber, it is good to finally have you back.
Thanks so much.
You've been sorely missed, as we've seen on text lines and the calls we're getting. So welcome back, my love.
Thank you.
Big week, of course, back, of course. I've got to say one big shout out to our lovely friend, Oscar Allen. That moment really stood out for me. Of course, after the controversy of him meeting up with the Hawthorn coach, Sam Mitchell, he spoke so well, and after listening to it, you can really see that he really pulled everything he had just to get this line out.
It definitely was really tough, particularly when I love West Coast, I love the club, I love playing footy. I wasn't able to do any of that well. And then because of that, your, suppose, identity as a footballer and a person kind of get merged, because playing footy is something I've loved to do since I was a kid. And my job was going poorly. Publicly, everyone hated me, and my performance was poor.
So rough.
Just
Really
to hear him say publicly, everyone hated me. The perspective that he had going through that time is horrific.
Yeah, we're glad he got the chance to open up on the show.
Yeah,
you can hear it on our
absolutely.
podcast.
So that's all we did on this week, and it was great content, and I think we nailed it with Oscar, and that was a highlight. We'll leave it at that.
Producer Brooke is desperately leaning into a mic as if she has something else to say.
Turn it off.
No, mine is an equally as meaningful moment, which was the Seagull squawking competition that we had.
I was trying to stop this.
Oh, sensational.
My favourite moment was when everyone joined together in chorus. So,
All right, so Malia, Sean, Slapper, Jaden, everybody at the same
That sounded
time.
like you were naming your fourth born.
Everybody start doing your call. Go for it. Go.
Mine.
This is why we leave this stuff before 7 a.m.
But someone hasn't had a turn.
Who?
Of course.
Ben.
Oh, he hasn't. No, come on.
You've got to give us your best seagull squawk.
To make him want to do it, can you play? Do you have the audio there of all of us
I
trying
do,
it?
yeah. So this was like Rami did it.
It's a competition in Belgium. It's an annual event, and they all win prizes. But we didn't have any prizes. We just did it for the love of seagulls.
For the love.
Yeah.
So can I hear?
Well, Kimber did it. And
That's pretty good, I reckon.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Rami did it.
I was in distress.
Rami sounds like he's being attacked in an alleyway.
That was Brooke.
She's dying.
Yeah, I did it.
Sorry, that one's dying.
That's when they lean forward and cock their head forward, you know? Like,
Yeah, I don't think it's when they're in a good place.
Yeah.
What does a footy playing seagull sound like?
Oh, gee whiz.
Look, you gave it a go. I'm impressed.
Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins. 6 to 9 weekdays. Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins are off to spoil Mum this Mother's Day with a huge range of big brand fragrances at the lowest prices at Chemist Warehouse. Shop in store or online now.